With the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers, they're going to celebrate it with a blast for the next 2 years. For this video being uploaded, the date is August 28th, 2013. 20 years ago today, this is Power Rangers debuted to the world. Today, I want to count down 10 of my favorite episodes from the first season. I thought long and hard and I figured out what are my favorite episodes. Now keep in mind, multi-part episodes can actually count on this list. No matter how many parts there is, it's still going to go on the list. Now don't get too upset if your favorite episode didn't make it on this list. This is only my opinion. So here we go, get ready for the blast of the past, because this is Crazy Games Productions' Top 10 Mighty Morphin episodes of Season 1. Number 10, I want to get things started real good. I decided to go with Dark Warrior, episode 15. This episode is actually really cool. It has the greatest monster, and the one thing I like about this, it brought really good character development for Billy. Because up to this episode, he's starting to get better when he's fighting the Pudgy Patrollers. But in the stock footage, if you might know, he got really more confident in the previous episodes. But I chose this one because it has really good character development for Billy. And of course, he's really doing better in his karate skills.
It is my pleasure to promote you to Yellow Belt.
Outstanding.
Number 9. I chose Peace, Love, and Woe. This is another episode that is focusing on Billy. With the love of this episode for him, Marge was kidnapped by Madame Woe. It's up to Billy to save the day. When I saw this episode was really badass. Billy has gone out of his mind when he actually destroyed Madame Woe. He even took Madame Woe's crystal and crushed it with his hand. Now you might know why I love this episode. It's really good for Billy.
You escaped, but you won't, Madam Woe.
Number 8. I don't know why I picked this episode. I decided to make it more of a goofy episode to choose. I like this episode because it's actually really funny, and of course the Pudgy Pig is really impossible to stop. The one goof that I actually caught is Walter Jones' missing finger. It's really more noticeable if you watch the DVD version. Number 7. A Bad Reflection on You. Now this episode actually starts the tradition of what we're gonna see in future Power Rangers episodes. Evil Power Rangers. But this one is actually really weird because the 4 other Rangers are actually Pudgy Patrollers, but while the main Red Ranger was actually Twin Man, which is the main monster of the episode. I like this one because I love the fight scenes. I cannot actually expect which Ranger that you're actually rooting for because it gets confusing. But in Mighty Morphin Mutants, they fixed it up a bit.
Guys, this is unreal. What's with them?
You guys may look like us, but that's not enough.
Number 6. The Green Candle. This is actually a 2-parter that is actually focusing on the Green Ranger. In this episode, Rita has a green candle that can actually take away Tommy's powers. Now I like this episode because of the writing. Tommy was about to lose his Green Ranger powers, but in the last minute, he actually did this.
Yes, this is it, huh? Well, it's been great. Oh, Tommy. Don't worry. I'll be alright. Huh?
So what happened to the rest of the Green Ranger powers? Well, join me at number 5. Number 5. Birds of a Feather. Now, I really think this is a goof episode, but I wouldn't call it a goof because this actually brought another thing that I really like. When Jason was actually fighting the monster, or like say Cardiotron inside the monster, this is what he did.
It's no use. Your silly little flute is no match for Rita's evil power.
What a bet! Dragon Sword!
Now what it shows is the introduction on what Battleizers would be. And I call the Dragon Shield the Battleizer because what could I expect? It's powered up by the Red Ranger. Get over it. Plus, it's really cool to see the Red Ranger in the Dragon Shield.
Yeah! So much for Cardiotron!
Number 4. Gung Ho. This is the focus episode on Jason and Tommy trying to learn on their teamwork. This also brought the introduction of Rita's Super Putties, which are the stronger versions of the regular Putties. The Rangers tried so hard to destroy them, but it didn't even work. So it's up to Jason and Tommy to find the great power, until they got run into, you guessed it, Titanus. Titanus is the carrier Zord for the series, so they have to defend each other to get the powers. While Tommy is defending Jason with his power sword, Jason uses the Dragon Shield to get up for safety. And the weapon they got are Thunder Slingers, and they destroy the Super Putties with one shot. Number 3, Doomsday, the original series finale, and I gotta say this one is really epic. Rita has pulled out enough tricks and it's time for the big one. Goldar is piloting his own Zord, Cyclopsis, to try to take out the Rangers. He almost successfully did it, but the Rangers managed to destroy Cyclopsis and stop Rita once and for all. Or did they? Overall, it's a really good series finale, but if Power Rangers didn't here, I would have been satisfied.
I can't stand it! I certainly regret your displeasure.
It wasn't my fault. I was asleep.
You can't blame me. This time it's all Goldar's fault.
Never mind that. Rita, get us out of here before Ultra Sword blasts us.
Yes! Goldar!
Yes, Empress.
Don't ever tell me what to do again!
Number 2, Green with Evil. This is a 5-part series that introduces Tommy Oliver as the Green Ranger. In part 1, he was just a normal kid who has just moved into Angel Grove. Rita has abducted him to become the new Green Ranger and starts destroying the Power Rangers. It was so epic. And if that wasn't enough, he also wrecked into the command center and pulled all the wires out. Youch! Part 2 begins with the Rangers figuring out what the Green Ranger is up to. Jason got abducted and actually did a one-on-one fight against Goldar, unmorphed. Now this is actually really grinding. Part 3 begins with Jason trying to figure out how to get out of the dimension. And Part 4 focuses on what Rita is really planning on, trying to destroy the Megazord so the Rangers can be helpless. But at the end of Part 4, the Rangers figured out that the Green Ranger is actually Tommy, and they were so upset when they actually figured it out. And as for Part 5, Jason doesn't want to give up and try to destroy Rita's spell. He did it successfully, and Tommy joins the team as the 6th member of the Power Rangers, which became a tradition since this season.
And now, Red Ranger, it is time for me to destroy you. I must be victorious for my queen!
And for number 1, out of 60 episodes throughout the entire series, the episode I chose is Day of the Dumpster, the episode that started the entire franchise. How could I not make this as number 1? Because this is the very first episode that brought the franchise to its beginning. And of course, like what today is, this is the 20th birthday of this episode's airing. I love it. I love it every minute. If there's one episode I really want to check out, it's this one. It shows the origins of how the Power Rangers began and how they actually evolved what they have today.